zone, turn it on, must be the shoes. Must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to...
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. On the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Applewhite to throw on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Olsen. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll have the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get a tackle, guys, please.
He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught. He finds Norwood. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
When we draw defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Some at midfield. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Open man is Duvernay. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Going to try a deep ball for Norwood. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Dobbins, the ball
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to try a deep ball for Norwood. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
25 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Preston Williams.
Preston Williams, 32 yards. yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going to try a deep ball for Norwood. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This is Applewhite off the play fake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
19-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Applewhite now. Off play action. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now here's Applewhite on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their mobile, agile quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have moved down in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Saints 21. Buccaneers 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically,
he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. J.K. Dobbins, 79 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Applewhite to throw on 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. On the screen, Bernard. A A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
To Giovanni Bernard. It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
47-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Applewhite looking to throw on 2nd down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. We got plenty of fight, baby. Picked off at the 16. And he'll score a touchdown, New Orleans.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
24.
throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked by Julian Love. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
This is Applewhite operating from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up second.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The 40, past the 20.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And at the end of a stretch, ball comes loose. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good.
Saints 42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Complete to John Brown.
John Brown, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Applewhite now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Going to try a deep ball for Norwood. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Terrell on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
The 46-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And
what an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now here's Applewhite off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by A.J. Turner. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Hey, take a shot now.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
the tackle.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's caught at the 2. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Saints 42.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of... Now he's strapped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Saints.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Going to try a deep ball for Norwood. And these guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
13 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard gain on the
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Here's Pettis. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 22.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 42. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Applewhite to throw. Throwing on first down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there. Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Saints, 49.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.